This month on WMBF, we're celebrating Black history by sharing a 4-part series sharing inspirational stories both in and of our community. This year's theme, Bridging the Gap, as we highlight pioneers of the past and introduce you to those carrying the torch today. We begin here in Conway, and what better place to start than the cornerstone of every Black community, the barbershop. Fresh fades and crispy shades, you can find a little bit of everything inside of a Black barbershop. But along with passion, there's also precision in every snap of the shears. For many in Conway, the art of the fade starts with this man, the late George Butler Sr. Mr. Butler served the Conway community for decades, not only as a premier stylist, but a father figure, a mediator, and most importantly, a friend. Butler, whose shop still stands in downtown Conway today, introduced not only his style of barbering, but entrepreneurship to the younger generation, owning and operating his own shop when Black ownership of anything took grit. That inspiration stuck to a young Melvin Singleton who remembers the steamy summer days getting a haircut at Butler's barbershop. Singleton, better known as Boss, eventually entered the field of barbering and opened his own shop, Inevitable Boss, in Conway in 2022. He credits Mr. Butler for not only showing him Black ownership is possible, but it can also persist.
Things have a way of working out. Never underestimate the power of prayer, faith, love, and above all, never underestimate the power of God to see you through.
And what's the Black barbershop without some candid conversation, right? So that's why here at WMBF, we're launching an exclusive Black History Month podcast. Here's a preview of this week's episode with Melvin Singleton and Amanda Butler, granddaughter of George Butler Sr.
As I got into barbering, you look at Mr. George and you see how great influence he had, but nobody, back then there wasn't, the light shine on him, you know? And as growing up being a man, you were like, okay, this feels right. I have to do something more. I gotta do something more.
You're a barber, but there's sometimes you got to be that listening ear. You got to be that low-key therapist. You got to be that low-key encourager, you know what I mean? And I think that has been an amazing asset to so many people who, you know, you come in and, you know, if you look good, you feel good. And so that has helped a lot of people who may have been down on their luck. Hey, let me go get me a good haircut. Let me go get a fresh retwist. And then, you know, it can really change the outlook on how you feel about yourself and how you approach the world.
Head over to WMBFnews.com to check out this episode or listen where you get your podcasts.